Imagine traveling 3 billion miles away from the warmth of the sun. Can you feel the temperature dropping? We have reached the outermost frontier of our solar system. Out here, the sun is nearly 900 times fainter than it appears from Earth. It no longer looks like the great source of life we know. It is nothing more than a distant point of light, barely illuminating an endless ocean of darkness. This is Neptune, the lonely guardian of the outer solar system. And strangely enough, humanity didn't discover Neptune by simply looking through a telescope. We discovered it through mathematics. For years, astronomers noticed something strange. Uranus wasn't moving exactly the way it should. Something unseen seemed to be pulling on its orbit. Something hidden in the darkness was disturbing the planet's path. Then astronomers finally pointed their telescopes toward the location predicted by those calculations. And there it was, a distant blue world that had remained hidden for billions of years. Since its discovery, Neptune has completed only one full orbit around the sun. Just one. Imagine spending an entire human lifetime watching a planet crawl silently through the frozen darkness of space, knowing you would never even see it complete a journey around its star. But don't let Neptune's beautiful blue appearance fool you. Beneath those peaceful clouds lies one of the most violent environments in the solar system. Neptune possesses some of the fastest winds ever recorded on a planet. These aren't gentle atmospheric currents. They are monstrous streams of gas, ripping across the planet at speeds of more than 1,200 miles per hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. If you somehow stood inside one of these storms, the wind would destroy you almost instantly. And here's the strange part. Neptune is incredibly far from the sun. At that distance, you would expect it to be nothing more than a frozen ball of ice. Yet Neptune radiates more energy than it receives from the sun. Somewhere deep inside the planet, an internal source of heat is still releasing enormous amounts of energy. A hidden furnace powering storms that could consume our entire planet. Then, in 1989, Voyager 2 arrived, and what it witnessed looked like something out of a nightmare. A massive storm system roughly the size of Earth appeared across Neptune's atmosphere. It became known as the Great Dark Spot, a gigantic vortex spinning through the clouds like an endless hole in the planet. But when the Hubble Space Telescope observed Neptune years later, the storm had disappeared completely, and then new storms appeared somewhere else. Unlike Jupiter's famous Great Red Spot, Neptune's storms don't seem to last forever. They appear, they rage, and eventually, they vanish. Neptune is a planet where storms can behave like ghosts. As we descend deeper beneath those violent clouds, things become even stranger. The pressure increases to levels that are almost impossible to imagine. Thousands of miles below the atmosphere, the immense pressure and temperature create conditions unlike anything found naturally on Earth's surface. Deep within Neptune's mantle, scientists believe something extraordinary may happen to carbon. Under extreme pressure, carbon atoms can be forced into crystal structures, and this has led scientists to propose one of the most incredible possibilities in planetary science. It may literally rain diamonds. Huge carbon crystals could form deep inside the planet before sinking through an incredibly hot, dense ocean. Imagine looking up at the sky, and instead of rain falling from the clouds, diamonds are falling through the darkness, only to disappear into a scorching, electrically conductive ocean below. Neptune is a world of contradictions. Frozen-looking clouds covering a planet with an immense internal heat source. A distant blue giant hiding an environment hotter and more violent than its appearance suggests. And then there's its magnetic field. On Earth, our magnetic field is relatively well aligned with the planet's rotation. Neptune's is far stranger. Its magnetic field is dramatically tilted and offset from the planet's center, creating a distorted and unusual magnetic environment. It's almost as if the planet's invisible heart isn't where it should be. And Neptune has another secret. Triton, its largest moon. Triton probably wasn't born alongside Neptune. Instead, scientists believe it was once an object wandering through the distant Kuiper Belt before Neptune's gravity captured it. Today, Triton is an incredibly cold and bizarre world. Its surface temperatures approach absolute zero. Yet despite that extreme cold, Triton isn't completely dead. It has ice volcanoes capable of erupting material into its thin atmosphere. But Triton's future is far darker. Its orbit runs in the opposite direction of Neptune's rotation, suggesting that it was captured rather than formed there. Neptune stands like the final lighthouse before the true darkness begins. A distant blue giant surrounded by unimaginable cold, violent winds, disappearing storms, strange magnetic forces, and crushing pressure. It reminds us of something we often forget. The universe was never designed around us. Out here, there is no ground beneath your feet, no familiar horizon, no one coming to save you if you fall. There is only the cold, the silence, and beyond it all, the abyss.